Well, sorry I was late. Thanksgiving and all that jazz. Week 12. I know it's gotten off already, but we'll review Week 11 real quick. With my game going first, I lost to Chris. I didn't have a running back, but I think I found a little niche that'll work. 128 to 93. So we're still tied for, I think Chris is on top right now with more points, but we're both top of the division. And a must win for Barry, and Tim won. So again, the division is wide open. Tim could win out, and Barry could lose out. Same with Kenny, could lose out because Kenny lost to Joe Hyde. That was the spotlight this week, and Joe puts himself up one. Todd lost, and Pat won. Like, what is going on in that division? Still wide open. Bryce won against Jason, so Bryce is 5-6 and Jason's 6-5, and we'll take a look here in a second. And Jake, I don't want to say it, but you are out, sir. Jake with the loss to Comeback Nick. And so we look at the standings, and it comes down to Joe in first. This is in Eddie Murphy. Joe in first, Todd in second, and Jason in third. And I think it was about the same last week, but Bryce, Nick, and Pat all a game behind. So again, a must-win for the 12th week in a row. Everybody's got to win. Me and Chris, 8-3. We are guaranteed playoffs. Yep. Guaranteed playoffs. So we're in. And the third spot is open to Kenny, Barry, and if they both lose and Tim wins out, lose out and Tim wins out, Tim could grab the third spot. Don't call it a comeback there, Tim. So good luck. I didn't really look at the scoreboard. I know Cam Newton went ape shit. Matt Stafford went ape shit. And Tony Romo is out again. So we take a look at the 12th week, and I'm up a few points with Eddie Lacy. I think it's going to be a close game. I still pick myself to win like I always do. I pick Tim to win this one. I know he hasn't had the best with Sanchez only scoring him a little bit, but I'm an underdog lover, and Chris is already in the playoffs anyway, so who gives a shit if he wins or loses? So go Tim. Pat against Joe. You guys already got some. Cam Newton played and somebody else played, but I think I would have taken Joe anyway. Then again, Blaine Gabbert might actually put up some numbers the way he's been throwing, and I think he got a trade that just went through with Brandon Cooks and a running back, so Pat actually has a wide receiver maybe for the stretch. Look at Jason and Barry, and wow, I would say Barry was going to win, but Barry's already had half his team play. But then again, you know, Marcus Mariota could go crazy in Oakland, and who knows, maybe some bad things happen over on the Jason side of the field, but it looks like Jason's got that one, and Barry's playoff hopes might be dropped down. He can only hope for a win from me and hope for a Tim loss, and hopefully Tim gets the win, because I'd love to see Tim go to the playoffs after the start he had. Bryce and Nick, this was supposed to be the game of the week. I'm going to give it, I was going to give it to Bryce anyway, but now Bryce is up 79 points with 3 people that have played, and Stafford and Calvin connected, I think, on 3 touchdowns. Stafford threw 5. So, go Bryce. And it's not like Nick had a bad game. It's just Bryce just went ape shit this game. I mean, just absolutely ape shit. And that's what he needs. He needs a win against Nick to drop him out, and he needs some other guys to lose. Those guys being Joe, Jason, or Todd. And all of them are favored. Jake, if Jake can beat Todd, that will really help out Bryce. But Jake, remember, we're having the losers bracket, so you really want to stay in it with Jonathan Stewart. Alshon Jeffrey kind of having a good game, so you know what? I'll take Jake on that one in the upset. I don't know about Alfred Blue and Spencer Ware. I don't know who the fuck he is, but I think Jake can do it, even though he's lost 5 in a row. Sorry I was late again. I won't be late. It's just, you know, Thanksgiving and had the kids and this and that. Anyway, again, a close look at the playoff picture. With guaranteed me and Chris are in. So those spots are taken. Now with a Joe win, Todd win, Jason win, and a Bryce loss, Nick loss, Pat loss, one of those three could definitely guarantee their spot. But again, a must-win for that whole division there. And my division seems to be the cakewalk. No offense, guys. With Kenny really putting together a good performance, and who knows, he might grab that last spot. And Barry, we've been on the defense all year. Maybe this is the game you get it together and start blowing them out. But and who knows? Who knows if Tim could even jump ahead and win too. So again, everything's up in the air. Jake, sorry, buddy, not the best season, but that's all right. You have a loser's bracket to look forward to, and hey, you had fantasy football this year. That's always good. And I was gonna go over power rankings, but I'll do it real quickly, and I'm gonna say Chris back on top, me in second, and I'm gonna go with Joe, Jason, and then Todd. I know it's not that way with the points and all that, but I think Jason's got the stronger team than Todd, but I think Todd still holds on to that. Then I'm going to go with a toss-up between Kenny and Bryce. I think Bryce's team is really strong. He's just in a division that doesn't really favor him, and I think Kenny's got a really good team late. And then I'll go with Barry, Nick, Pat, and then Tim and Jake. So, again, doesn't matter where you're at, loss-wise, as long as you grab the 1, 2, or 3 spot in your division. I know it's not like me and Chris would go and then Thor from the other one would go. I just think it's more fair like this. If you guys think we should mix up the divisions next year, we can. But I think this is the way we rolled last year, and it worked out pretty close again. I think I might have moved 1 or 2 people. And I'm not saying, I tried to balance it out with records last year, and I thought I found a pretty good balance, but I don't know if it worked out. But other than that, have a good week. Good luck. And again, playoffs. So, try to grab a win when you can. First week of playoffs, or not this week, not next week, but the 14th week of the NFL. That's playoffs for us. And the top guys from each division both have a bye week, and the bottom 2 play each other in the wild card, and then you go up to divisional, and then you go up to the championship. And Jason, I got to get with you on engraving that trophy, and I know I'm a procrastinator, but we will get it here one of these days. So other than that, you guys have a good week. Happy Thanksgiving. Hope you guys got a lot of turkey, and I'll see you guys next week. I'll be on time on Wednesday or Thursday.